We'll start breathing in any position. We'll move into Kapalabhati when we do pranayama, but the first several breaths. Any position that allows you to tune into breathing, into the subtle prana, the vital energy that we associate with the breath. And as you tune into the sound and sensation of your breath, allow your ears to still be open to the sounds outside. In fact, maybe open up so you can hear sounds as far away as possible. Keeping your hearing expansive, just bring your awareness a little closer. Hear the sounds either right outside your home or in your home. Bring your awareness to sounds in the room, the closer sounds, and the other generally unconscious sensations, temperature of air, sensations where you're in contact with ground or furniture. And finally, zooming in on the sound of your own breath and the sounds and vibrations of your own physical body. Including heartbeat, temperature variations, without naming as pleasant or unpleasant. Track. Stay with your breath, stay with that awareness as you make your way into a sitting position if you're not, for pranayama breath work. Option to sit in Baddha Konasana. Those of you who want a little extra hip opening right at the jump, not required. Kapalabhati breath. We'll do 3 full rounds. Up to 100 short, sharp exhales out the nose. Like you've got a bug that flew up your nose, shoot it out. Snap it as sharp as possible. You might not make it to 100 once it starts being less sharp or it starts to feel like a strain. Return to normal breathing. We'll hold the breath in when I say so. Pause, holding the breath in, feeling the breath rise, the energy build inside you. And then blow the breath out for Uddiyana, emptying out, drawing navel to spine, and flying the contents of the belly up into the rib cage, flaring your ribs. Holding that as long as you can. When it's time to breathe, relax your belly. And then we'll start again. Kapalabhati, until I say so. Hold the breath until I say so, or until you're comfortable. Blow it out, either Uddiyana, or if you're ready to start moving into Agnisara, the second and third round could be rounds of Agnisara. All right. Short, sharp exhales out your nose, tall spine, chin down, shoulders back. Breathe into about half capacity and begin. Empty out. Huge breath in, balloon your belly, expand your rib cage, lift your heart. Hold it in at the top. Plug your tailbone, pubic bone down. Lengthen the spine up through the back of the neck, crown of head. Then soften around the face, feeling the energy build in lung space. When it's time to breathe out, hands forward so you can soften your belly, empty out completely. And then stay empty. Keep your chin tucked. Pull your soft, supple belly back, and then fly everything up into the heart space. Flare your ribs out. Feeling even, especially the back of the diaphragm lifting up, those of you guys who practice this. When it's time to breathe, relax your belly. Breathe with ease. And we start again. Kapalabhati breath. Breathe in and begin. Empty out. Fill up with fresh breath. Drink it in. Expand with breath, get taller. And hold it. And it's time to breathe out. Strong exhale to empty for either Uddiyana or Agnisara. When that round's complete, do one more on your own. Kapalabhati, as long as you can keep it sharp, hold it in as long as comfortable, and then another round or two of Uddiyana. Begin when you're ready. Eyes are closed or they're steadied on one point. And when you're complete, straighten your legs out, take a few breaths, just checking what the breath tastes like now, what it feels like. Bend your right knee in, keep your left leg straight, foot flexed. And in preparation for spinal twist, for some bodies, it might be beneficial to actually scooch the left leg, the straight leg forward. So the left hip comes forward, and that will start to turn you to right thigh. Then catch your right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, release the twist. Straighten right leg out. Listen, draw left knee back into Ujjayi Shirsasana. Left knee open. Not so far back that you tort the hips. Keep the hips square. And fold over the right leg. Use the sound and sensation of breath to make space for the sensations of the pose to watch without pushing into those spaces. Send breath. Inhale, glance towards toes. Pull your belly in, come up. Pick your left knee up. If you find adjusting the straight leg forward beneficial, then do that. And then twist your left. Use inhale breath to feel the spine, lift the rib cage off the hips. Feel the middle ribs expand and the upper ribs heart rising. The shoulders stay down and back. Arms not making a lot of effort here. Release the twist. Extend left leg out. Draw right knee back and bow over your left leg. Toes point up to the sky, whether you choose to flex them up or press out with an active foot. I'll leave that up to you. Next is relax. Reach back through tail, pull belly in to come up. And come onto your back for abdominals with your block, or if you don't have a foam block, make your yoga roll. Fast forward tutorial, take a yoga blanket or a towel, fold it so it's about the width of a yoga block, and then roll it up tight. The tighter it is, the happier legs will be. If you're using the roll, put that right between your thighs against your pelvis. If you're using a yoga block, hold it between your shins. And some days, I wasn't taught this, but I like to do it. Some days holding the block between my shins and my ankles, I feel keeps me connected to the inner leg line. My feet part of that. So if that works for you, I offer that tool. Active feet, press balls of feet up to sky. Hands interlace behind your neck. Point elbows to the ceiling, cradle head and neck in your hands. Send breath down into low back. Press it into yoga mat. Hug your block, tuck your tail. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Pull your belly down. Inhale, head down, tail down. Hold the breath in. Press low back flat. Squeeze block, tuck tail. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up. Draw navel to spine. Inhale, head down, tail down. Hold the breath. Press the low back flat. Squeeze your block. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up. Pull belly down. Relax the head back into your hands. Adding a twist. Inhale, down. Hold breath. Press low back flat. Squeeze block. Tuck tail. Those of you guys have low back stuff, if tucking tail strains the low back, don't tuck your tail. Exhale, curl your head and shoulders up. Pull your belly down. Keep your head and shoulders up. Breathe the low back into the mat. Exhale, tiny twist towards the left thigh. Both elbows pointing to left thigh. Draw navel to spine. Both elbows stay in close, so maybe both shoulders can stay off mat. Inhale, center. Press the low back flat. Tuck tail. Keep the shoulders up. Exhale, twist to your right. Pull your navel down. Inhale, center. Flex your feet back. Pull your toes back. Squeeze block. Tuck tail. Exhale, elbows straight up to the ceiling. Heels reaching up. Pull navel to spine. One more round. Press balls of the feet back up. Twist to your left, navel to spine. Optional, squeeze block again, curl tailbone again, pull belly in some more. Inhale, center. Squeeze block, tuck tail. Exhale, twist to your right. Squeeze block again, curl tailbone up some more, keep shoulders up, pull your belly in. Inhale, center, flex your feet. Squeeze block, tuck tail. Exhale, elbows, triceps straight up to sky. Maybe you squeeze block some more, curl the tailbone up some more, heels up, pull belly in, and optional tuck chin to chest. Try to touch your toes, pull your belly down. Inhale, head and shoulders down, feet down. Let's go right into bridge. Straight forward, feet down, arms relaxed, press, drive heels and balls of feet into earth to press hips to sky. I'm not concerned with you coming up real high in this bridge. I want you to feel for lengthening through the hip flexors and thighs. Keep the pubic bone curled to navel in. Invite your breath up into the ribs. Spread them out over your armpits and all the way up into the collarbones. Exhale, lengthen the sacrum out in between your knees. 2 more breaths. Slowly roll yourself down as smooth as you can. Before your butt touches, pause, breathe into heart, press feet down, retuck tail, and then roll your pelvis down. Hug your knees into your chest. Press low back into mat. Press the tailbone down to the mat. Trying to get the bottom of the bottom down. Optional, curl your head and shoulders up, tuck chin to throat, pull belly in. So even though your neck has to hold your head up, your abdominals do more work. If it's right for you to do rock and rolls, up and down length of spine, 6 or 9 rocks. And we'll come into a tabletop. If rocking and rolling up and down spine does not feel like a nice massage for your back, crawl to all fours when you're ready. Table leg extensions. We'll go right into the yoga tune-up variation. I think some of us have done this before. So any kind of block is okay with this as long as you can put your knee on it. We'll watch for a moment so you don't have to strain your neck to see me while you're in the pose. You'll start with left knee on the block. And then as if you just set your block up on a line on your mat, set your right knee up on that same line. From tabletop. Press the left knee down to float right knee up onto its invisible block. And you might see how I shift to the left to do that. Try to keep as centered as possible. Weight on the right hand. Right foot is relaxed. So it's these muscles here that are holding my knee up. My foot will try to help. My jaw will try to help. Relax that. If you feel pretty centered and stable, we'll add an extension. All right. Start with left knee on the block. And breathe as you meticulously line up your right knee on an invisible block next to it. And then come into tabletop in that cockeyed variation with your right knee on the ground. Because I want you to move some of you, let's see. Yes, everyone move your hands forward like 1 inch. The block will distort the tabletop, so you have to bring slightly forward. Good. And then shift your weight slightly towards your hands. Your hips will come forward. Yeah, opposite of down dogging. Breathe into the low back ribs. Press your left knee into the mat. Float your right knee onto your invisible block. Hello, obliques. You might feel the muscles in your waist starting to talk. Cool. Relax your foot. Maybe wiggle your toes. And keep the right knee lined up right next to left knee on its invisible block. It will float back and move out to the side, trying to help. Press the earth away. Feel your chest firm, but not straining the neck. Optional. Oh, everyone shift your weight to the right hand a little bit more. Shift your body to the right. Hello, obliques. If you didn't feel them before, there they are. Then maybe you extend right arm forward, thumb pointing to ceiling. That's optional of it. If you lose the obliques doing that, then there's no point. All right, hand down, knee down. Before you have time to think about it too much, set your right knee on the block. Line up left knee on that same line as the right knee. Come into your tabletop. Let's see. Yeah, most of you look like you already shifted your hands forward. You look pretty straight. If you're not sure, just feel for shifting hands forward and then lean forward. Press right knee down. Float the left knee onto invisible block. Keep breathing the back ribs out. Exhale, draw the sides of the waist up to the sky. And then shift a little weight maybe into the left hand, hips to the left. And if you want to add the right arm extending, wrap your shoulder. Thumb turned up, shoulder blade coming around armpit. Really nice, Linda. Good, you guys. See if you can bring your left knee forward just a little bit, Cynthia. Into your tummy. Yeah. Hand down, knee down. Move the block away. If you want to rest in child's pose, that's cool. Or simply wag your tail side to side. You can lift the tail or tuck the tail and feel for the different muscles around the waist. Releasing that tension, shake it off. Right foot forward, knee down lunge. Left elbow, right thigh. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Low cobra, hands in front of shoulders, pull on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. You can stretch back into down dog or come into tabletop. Forward for lunge. Twisting lunge, right elbow, left thigh. forward fold. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot forward, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Slide your hands all the way up the fronts of your legs to your hips. Exhale, fold down. Hands come down, backs of legs. Take another half lift like that. Inhale, feel, connect to legs all the way up. Exhale, massage all the way down. Jackknife. Inhale to a flat back. Bring your hands to your waist. Point elbows to ceiling. Roll the shoulders back. You might need to tuck the tail, bend the knees a lot if pulling the front ribs in, breathing back ribs out still feels like a strain on low back or hamstrings. Shift your weight towards your toes a bit. Option to reach your arms forward like you have a yoga block, you're reaching forward. If that strains back at all, keep your hands on your waist. If back is feeling healthy and happy, keep your belly pulled in as you breathe your way up to standing, holding your imaginary yoga block. Otherwise, put your hands on your waist, bend your knees, and come up to standing using your legs. Samastitihi. 1/2 sun salute. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Feel free to come up through your jackknife. Inhale, maybe reach forward to come up. Or swan dive or roll. Exhale, samastitihi. Step your feet together, big toes and heels together, hands on your hips. If you're on a very soft surface, you might want to step onto the floor to come up onto your tippy toes, squeezing your heels, squeezing your inner thighs. Shoulders back. Breathe the back ribs out. Exhale, pull low belly in and start to lean forward. Maybe piking towards a jackknife. Maybe breathing. Keep your eyes steadily moving down a line as you come all the way into a forward fold. If at some point you need to put your heels down, that's okay. Good. Once you're fully forward folded, then you can hands down, heels down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Option, come back onto your tippy toes, squeeze your heels, squeeze your inner thighs, hands to your waist, and pull your belly in to see if you can stand up. Samastitihi. All right, take your roll for calf stretching. Does everyone have something to calf stretch? I can't remember if I suggested. I'll roll this one up. We'll do wrist stretches while calf stretching. So put either foot on your roll. Start in a Tadasana leg footprint with the feet next to each other, the outside edges of your feet parallel to edges of yoga mat. And if that knocks your knees together, just feel for lifting your arches so your thighs rotate. Shift your weight back, your hips back, so hips line up over heels. Breathe the low back ribs back and ramp your chin back. So skull, sacrum, heels are in one line. If you want to step the right foot back the standing leg back for less stretch or forward for more stretch, you can do that. I want you to feel for lengthening, but not straining to balance in the stretching leg. Let's bring right hand forward, palm up. Take your pinky finger with your left hand, draw it out from your hand, inhale. Exhale, draw your pinky finger back, spread all the fingers back, press the heel of the hand forward. Next finger, fourth finger, inhale. Exhale, draw it back, reach thumb and pinky wide. Middle finger, inhale. Exhale, draw it back, spread the skin of the palm taut. Index finger, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop back. Ease the shoulder blades down your back. Thumb, some of you will bend your elbow to do that, and exhale, drop back. Reach all the other fingers wide. Please don't pull too much on this very mobile joint. Take your hand, turn it forward, point your thumb straight ahead. From above, take your thumb and squeeze it down to your elbow. And finally, spread your hand from behind. Take your thumb and squish it over to the base of your pinky finger. Keep breathing length into your stretching calf. Breathe the back ribs out. Exhale, curl your fingers around your thumb. Turn your fist down to center. Keep your elbow nuzzled into your ribs as you take your fist and roll it down toward your elbow. If it's too much pull on the back of the forearm, then you loosen up the fist or free your thumb. Relax your hand and change feet on the roll. Take a moment in Tadasana to balance your pelvis, right, left hip, same height. Ease your hips back so you feel like you're about to fall backwards. So we get our pelvis lined up over heels. Then breathe the back ribs out to bring your spine back in that line. Draw your chin back to pull your skull back into that line. And then if you want to adjust your standing leg forward or back for more or less stretch, you are welcome to do so. Left arm forward, palm up. Take hold of your pinky finger right at where the knuckle closest to the hand. Inhale, draw it out. Exhale, stretch it back. Whole hand comes back. The heel of the hand, the wrist stretches forward. Ring finger, inhale. Exhale, draw it back. Ease the shoulders back and down. Middle finger, breathe into low back ribs. Exhale, finger back. Thumb and pinky spread wide. Index finger, inhale. Exhale, drop back. Relax your jaw. Thumb, and again, you can do this in that platter shape, keeping your elbow bent or arm straight. Exhale, draw out and back. Widen your collarbones. Turn your palm forward. Point your left thumb forward, and then take it from above. Curl it down to your elbow. The rest of the hand will follow. Yeah. Just nuzzle your elbow in. Breathe length through back of spine. From heels through sacrum through back of skull. Take your spread your hand. Take your thumb from behind and squeeze it over to the base of the pinky finger. Wrap your fingers around your thumb. Turn it in and then roll it down to your elbow. Getting a stretch to the finger extensors. These guys are often overstretched because we use our hands this way, so you don't have to pull too much. Just relax your hands. Step off your roll. Come stand at the front of your mat. Half sun or full sun. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank, chaturanga, or forward fold. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, or come all the way up to stand if you're choosing the half suns. Exhale, down dog, or samasthiti for half suns. Down dogs, take a breath in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Down dogs, come forward. Everyone, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samasthiti. 2 more full suns or 4 more half suns. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Full suns, exhale, chaturanga. Half suns, fold. Inhale, upward dog. Half suns, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, down dog or samastitihi. Down dog, stay and take a breath. Inhale, arms up. Everyone, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. Inhale, arms up, everybody. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Choices, exhale, chaturanga or fold. Inhale, upward facing or come all the way up. Exhale, samastitihi, down dog. Down dogs, take a breath. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Actually, down dogs, stay. We'll meet in runner's lunge. Step right foot forward. Forward fold, step your left leg back. Hands on either side of front foot, right knee directly over heel. Lift and spread toes of right foot. Nose is pointing down, but you can turn your eyes forward, keeping your chin in. Breathe the back ribs out. Exhale, pull the front low ribs and belly away from thigh. Warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Relax your arms, face side of mat, and warrior two for shoulder shrugs. Huge breath into your upper back. Hold this first breath in. Hike the shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze the tops of the shoulders up and back. Exhale, keep squeezing and pull them down into your upper back. Relax arms, relax shoulders. Inhale, broaden between your shoulder blades. Exhale, middle angles of the shoulder blades. Draw in and pull down. Inhale, widen the back body. This time the arms can help. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze elbows and bottom points of shoulder blades down towards your tail. Send tail to earth, lengthen the back of the spine up. Eagle arms, right on top of left. Optional, neck release, resting your head down into your biceps. Triangle, unwind your arms, straighten your right leg. Right hand to shin or big toe or block. Actually, any variation of triangle. If you want to wrap left hand behind your back, you are welcome to do that. Breathe your back ribs out. Exhale, draw the front ribs in, especially the left ribs, drawing in and turning your chest up, torso up. If you can connect to that part of your core between your hip bones and those low ribs, the rest of the body can expand and actually feel much lighter. You might need to bend your knees to rise. Inhale, come up. We'll come into goddess. First, find your block. We'll do serratus anterior activator in horse stance, aka goddess. So return to your mat with your feet 3 feet apart, toes angled out, bend your knees, sit down on your horse. Put your block on your upper abdomen so you can catch it with your elbows. Actually using the points of your elbows, not the forearms. So breathe while you do that. It's a little tricky. And if you have a heavy block, I recommend letting it go. Just use an invisible block. The invisible block will be heavy enough. Lift your block up in front of your shoulders. Turn the palms to face your face. Hug your invisible block. Make sure your wrists are at least as wide as your block. Some of you could work the wrists a little bit wider for some extra external rotation effort. Breathe your back bottom ribs out. Exhale, scoop your low belly in and lift your block up a little more. Good. Inhale, breathe your block forward. Exhale, soften the tops of the shoulders down from your neck. Press your feet down. Maybe even try to press them away from each other. Get connected to your glutes. Breathe the back ribs out. Back spine stays expanded. Exhale, soften shoulders. Keep the block moving forward and up. One more breath. Good. And relax the block down, straighten your legs. Let's do this one. Turn your feet in, hold block between your hands. And again, use invisible block if it's heavy. Hold it up overhead. Turn your triceps, the points of your elbows forward as much as you can. Breathe the back ribs up. Exhale, soften tops of shoulders down. Take hold of the edges of your block and start to rip it apart. Rip, 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 rip. If you don't have a block, you might interlace your hands and turn your palms up to the sky. All right, release the block down. Hands to waist. Prasarita Padottanasana B. Inhale, squeeze shoulders back, squeeze your waist. Keep that posture as you fold. Fingers in your belly, shoulders back. Tuck your chin in to look at your navel. One more breath, squeezing shoulders, tucking chin. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Runner's lunge. Spin to your left foot or simply turn around on your mat if you need to. Press down with your feet. Pull your belly and ribs in so there's very little weight on your hands. Your core is what's holding you up. But it's not so tight that it chokes your breath. Get breath into the back of the lungs. Warrior 2. Spin your back heel down. Coming up for bird's wing, face the side of your mat. Back hip in line with back heel, arms relaxed. Palms up, elbows hug into your ribs. Hands down, same height as the elbows, and you can pretend you have a stretchy band between your hands. Bring your pinky fingers towards each other as you send breath into the space between your shoulders and between your arms behind you. Exhale, rotate the hands out, hug your shoulders in, squeeze your arms in. Pull on your stretchy band. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, the hands come in, the back rib cage broadens away from spine. Exhale, squeeze and pull on stretchy band with a relaxed jaw. 1 more breath like that. Eagle arms, left on top of right. Optional neck release, head onto your biceps. Now ground the pinky blade of right foot. Left leg might be getting a little bit weary, so stick the right outer foot down. Feel your arch rise. Inner thigh starts to work. Breathe the low back ribs out. Exhale, soften the tops of shoulders off your neck. And unwind your arms. Triangle. Any expression, possibly mirroring what you chose on the first side. Unless this hip, shoulder asking for something different, honor that. Bend your left knee if you need to come up to standing. Tail down, heart rises. Straighten your legs, turn your left toes in, feet parallel to side of mat. Prasarita Padottanasana D. Interlace hands behind your back. Alternatively, you can grab your yoga strap or do B where you're squeezing your waist. Exhale, forward fold. I recommend letting your hands touch your pelvis and then release them down to the floor or to your big toes for a bind or to the sides of your legs. Inhale, look forward, expand your heart and your back ribs. Exhale, fold in. Relax your neck or tuck your chin in. Release your toes. Runner's lunge to the right foot. Optional extension. Fist with the left hand, right arm reaching forward. Shoulder wrapped. So the thumb points up. Again, very little weight on this hand. Warrior 3. Any arm variation. And step back into downward facing dog or step forward into fold, simply going to the other side. Runner's lunge, left foot forward. Optional extension, fist with the right hand on the mat, knuckles down, left arm reaching forward. Keep both sides of the waist drawn up. Warrior 3. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Samasthiti. All right, let's go upside down. I will teach forward leaning inversion and down dog on chair/wall. If neither of those things, or you don't have a chair or a wall or anything you can put your legs on, you can choose to do your shoulder stand series instead, or put your hips on a block or roll for a little more elevation, supported shoulder stand. So that's an option. Forward leaning inversion is usually done with a couch, but you can also do it on a chair as long as it's not too high from the ground. So kneeling on chair or couch, if you're using a chair, put it against your wall or something so it won't tip over. Connect to your belly so you can bring your hands down. Then lower your elbows down. Hang your head, lean your hips up. So simple inversion, breathe, come out the way you came in, and take a moment in neutral. So if I see you guys going into that, I'll break that down a little bit more. Alternatively, similar, but a little more active, down dog or dolphin on wall or chair. If you're being fussy about how you're setting up, sit against your wall or chair. Wherever your feet line up is where I want you to put your hands. Hands or elbows. Feet on chair, or if you're on the wall, feet up the wall, no higher than your hips, so you're piked. So you can connect to your obliques. Pull your low ribs in. And then if you want to play with one leg up, 5 breaths on each side. All other inversions are welcome. I'll keep an eye on you. If you guys have questions, please unmute yourself. This can be absolutely interactive playtime. A little more, for many of us, this is a more active inversion. It'll bring your energy up. You're welcome to share your energy. Supported shoulder stand or legs up the wall, a little more restorative inversion. You might choose to draw it down. So ultimately, aiming for 15 to 20 breaths upside down. If you're in a more active inversion, you will probably take breaths between sets. Of course, you're welcome to try to challenge yourself and stay. Those of you in the active inversions, once you feel complete, take a moment either in child's pose, with your forehead on ground or block, head completely supported on something solid. Or if you prefer to sit for more neck release work, then take a moment. And just simply let the neck soften. Those of you who are doing shoulder stand or supported, if you feel complete, you come into a happy baby. Or if you like, a gentle bridge pose to counter curve. Like a supported bridge. Eventually, we'll all meet on our backs. If you are ready to head into rest, then set that up. Either lie flat on your back where you can keep your legs up for relaxation. If you're not quite ready, I suggest a spinal twist, any leg variation. Dropping to either side first. Let your intuition guide you. Spinal twists, if you haven't already, change sides. And as always, if you want to rest for longer than a minute or two, I don't mind if you turn off your Zoom. I just saw someone use a pillow. That's a good idea. A nice cradled shape, especially if you're feeling upregulated from playing. And surrender to the support holding you. Continue to rest if you please. Or if you're ready to move out, maybe first put your hands on your belly or your hips. Take a slow, full breath down into your belly. And a soft Brahmari hum to connect to your earthier chakras. your hips, your legs. Feel connected to your physical self as you slowly transition up to sitting with as much ease as you can stay surrendered to. Palms together, thumbs against sternum, lift your heart. Bow to your own heart. From this place, we bow to each other. Namaste.